Okay, I logged on a little early just to make sure my Facebook would work. Let's get rid of those boxes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Is it Deandra? If anybody's joining, Brandy. Hi, ladies. You can go ahead and say hi that you're here. Kathleen, I am logging on a few minutes early just to make sure my live was gonna work. And so we have like 3 minutes. So if you wanna go get your notebook and pen and something to drink, anything like that. I was gonna wear my Din Din shirt. Oh, but it's so chilly up here today. Oh, we had snow today. In Caribou, we had snow. Hello, Terry. Yes, it snowed for just a little bit. It came down like in waves, like rain would have, but it was snow. It didn't stick on the ground. I can't talk tonight. It didn't stick, however, it did snow. So this was kind of like our first snowfall. Oh, Alabama, you're much warmer than I am, Dottie. Terribly cold. Went for a walk with my dog and it was like, woo. So anyways, I'm gonna wait till 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And my topic tonight is Facebook Live parties. And okay, I'm like all ready for this, so I don't wanna dive right in. So I'll wait my 2 minutes. Okay, we have some ladies joining us, and feel free to ask any questions and shoot me hearts or thumbs up or anything like that, because this is, it's nice to receive that feedback, because I can't, you can see me, but I can't see you. And, I can't tell if you're out there. Hey, Christine. All right, 2 more minutes. I'll wait. My office is a little bit chaos. I'm glad you can only see like behind me, because I am doing my open house next weekend. So I am stuffing envelopes and getting stuff ready, and I have to do all my mailers tomorrow. And then like back there, where all those bags are, I'm gonna do deliveries tomorrow, which is awesome. No complaints, by no means. Hi, Diane. Hi, Marcy. All right, 1 more minute, and then I'll get started. And this is kind of a tip. This is what I do for my Facebook Live parties, is I always log in like 5 minutes early. For some reason on my computer, which is where I like to do it, for some reason, if my computer, if I haven't done a shutdown recently, then I just can't go live. So I try to always log in early, just in case. Hi, Kathleen. Nice to see you too. Well, I don't see you, but thank you. All right, 8 o'clock, go time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And my topic tonight is Facebook Live parties. Now, I started doing these back in September, and before I get started with it, will this take the place of an actual party? No. I built my business. My name is Norma. I should have started with that. I'm sorry. My name is Norma Newland, and I've been doing Mary Kay now for 20 years. Actually, my anniversary was November 3rd. So I just celebrated a 20-year anniversary. And how I built my business is doing actual parties, eyeball to eyeball, knee to knee, toe to toe. But I just started to do these Facebook Live parties back in September. And I just kind of see it as another avenue of income and a way to kind of modernize my business and kind of grow through social media instead of, will I continue to do actual parties? Absolutely, yes. And before I get started and give you like the details, I have notes in front of me. So if you see me looking down, that's why, because I tend to like lose my place. So I don't want to confuse you and make you overthink this, because at the end of the day, it really is an actual party. The only difference is, I'm still sending them products. They're still trying products. However, I'm in my home and they're in their home. So that's the only difference. And sometimes like when we have something new, we kind of overthink it. And, when I first started doing them, I was kind of like nervous, like I'm going to do this right. But once I did my first Facebook Live, I realized it really is just like a party. And then when we first start Mary Kay, we don't know how to do parties, but we learn. If we want to grow our business, we learn. So this is the same thing. It really is a very similar type of party. And before I started doing like the Facebook Lives where people would actually try the products, I used to do a different type of Facebook party. I would create an event, I would have a hostess, she would invite her people, and I would do like 1 to 3 postings per day. I would leave it open for like 7 to 10 days. And I just didn't find them extremely successful because to me, they were kind of like a book party. So they were kind of like dead end leads. Like if their friends and family, the people that they gave a book to, then, if they purchased something, they were already a Mary Kay user, then they probably already had a consultant. Or if they have never tried Mary Kay, they would just get like safe items like mascara and a lipstick and whatever else. So it was kind of like dead end leads. And we all know that when they try the products, that makes a huge difference. That's when that's when they're interested in buying skincare sets. That's when they're interested in buying, or they're interested in selling Mary Kay because they see what you're doing. So I just want to kind of share my results so far. So now since September, I have done 5 Facebook Live parties, and I'll tell you how I did it and who I invited and all that stuff. But I just want to give you the results that I've had with the 5 parties. Now, the 5th party isn't finished yet, so I'm only going to give you results from 4 parties. So I did 3 in September and then 2 in October, but I'll give you the 4 parties. So far in sales from the 4 Facebook Live parties, I've had $2,137 in sales, which is awesome because I'm only showing skincare. I'm only showing them skincare. So we all know what happens when we have skincare sales, that will create reorders. And reorders are the cream of our business. We're quite unique in that style where we have people, once we get people on skincare, then they'll start to regularly order from us, and that creates those reorders, which is just kind of like gravy. That's great money. And like Diane Holden was talking about on the other day about customer service, sales director Diane Holden, she was talking about how she can do the quarter sales just with her reorders. So that's incredible. So $2,137 in sales. I've had 5 new team members in 4 parties, and I have a bunch more that are on the front burner. I'm sharing the November promotion with them, and hopefully I should have another one signing up tonight. So this is so exciting that they're watching me do this on a Facebook Live, and then they're like, I can do that. I can do that. I think sometimes people get scared, or ladies get scared about joining Mary Kay because they're like, oh, I have to do parties. Well, this is kind of an alternative to that. And then this is how they're getting introduced to the product. So it's kind of neat. Okay. And then I've also gotten referrals because what I'm doing is when I invite people and they say that they're interested in coming, attending the Facebook Live party, then I'm asking them, do they have a girlfriend that would like to join them, or a family member, or anything like that. So I'm getting referrals. I'm getting more Facebook friends, which is fantastic. I'm getting ladies from other states, and so it's just like a really cool way to grow. And then also I have them post, like if they're interested, I have them post like after the party, like if they had a really good time, will you post for me on your Facebook feed, I'm looking for people to join me. So, and I can give you all those posts and stuff like that after I'm done. I can like copy and paste those posts, so you can have those available. And then I've also gotten other bookings. So when I first started, I didn't have any hostesses, so I was basically inviting people. But now I'm getting people interested in booking their own Facebook Live, where they invite their friends, their family, and into it. I send them samples, and then they get to try the product. So it's really kind of cool. So I can just see this kind of really growing nicely, and Facebook is kind of endless. Social media is kind of endless. So it's just really cool. All right, so just a few things I love about it is there's no washing mirrors. I just I don't have to drive to their home. I don't have to lug bags. And basically they're in the comfort of their home and I'm in the comfort of my home. So it's really kind of cool. And it's a great way to grow because like I said, I can have ladies attend Facebook Live parties that live in other states. In my first party, I had a lady from Alabama, I had a lady from Indiana, I had a lady from Ohio, and then I had a lady from Tennessee. And you know, how fantastic is that? I'm not going to be ever able to stand at their kitchen table. You know, I live in Northern Maine. So it's just like fantastic that they're able to attend a party without me physically being there. Okay, so now I'm going to share how I do this, who I invite, and what I mail to my guest. Okay, first things first, you have to set a date. So basically you have to set a date and like, you know, two, three weeks in advance because you're going to need to do a little bit of legwork to get this going. But set a date first and foremost. Now I like Thursday nights because Thursday nights are right before, usually my husband in the summertime golfs on Thursday nights. So that's kind of a free night for me. He's not home. But Thursday nights are also right before payday for most people. And it's kind of like more towards the end of the week. So it's kind of good. But you could also do them Sunday nights, Monday nights, Tuesday nights. Those are also some good nights to be able to do these. Okay. And then, of course, it all depends on your schedule. Second is I created a separate private Facebook page. Now, actually, no, I'm sorry, a Facebook group. I created a Facebook group. If you don't know how to create a group, then Google it. Google it is my answer to everything. It really is. And who I added into that group was people that were interested in attending my Facebook Live. So basically I would invite them, and then once I invited them, they said yes to attending the Facebook Live, then I would add them into this group, okay? Third thing is I started to invite ladies. Now, who did I invite? And I'm continuously doing this. I went through my Facebook friends list, and because they have to be on Facebook because it's a Facebook Live, and I kind of asked myself 4 questions. One, did they used to sell Mary Kay? Did they used to sell underneath me? And they've kind of fallen, you know, they've gotten terminated, they've gone a year without ordering, and then they've kind of fallen through the cracks. Okay, did they used to sell, or do they used to sell underneath another consultant that no longer sells either? Did they used to buy from me? You know, I've been doing this for 20 years. So I have, you know, I've done a ton of parties. So I've had ladies that have come and gone. So I would ask them, do they currently buy from me, but they don't use skincare? And this is also a good way to reach out to your people. Let's say like she bought the skincare system, like, you know, she bought the TimeWise 3D back in the day. And then now she just, you know, once in a while she'll purchase a day cream from you or whatever. You can tell that she's not using the whole system. So those are good people to invite back because it's almost like a refresher makeover. It really is. And some people we just can't connect with. You know, you try to invite them to events, you try to, you know, schedule a makeover. You know, it's been a while, you want to see the new stuff, you try to connect with them, and for some reason you just can't connect. This is a great way of doing that and kind of pulling them back into your fold. Or have I never asked her because she lives out of state, or, you know, she's moved recently or whatever. So those were the people that I reached out to. And like I said, a lot of them are just my customers that I'm just, you know, kind of pulling them back into my space. Exactly. Okay, my goal is always to reach out to 5 to 10 people per day. So I kind of just copy and paste my script, and I'll share my script, and then I'll also post it down below because I don't expect you, you know, I want to just read it quickly so that you won't have to write it down. Okay, so the first script that I use. Okay, so if I was sending this out to a Christy, I'd be like, "Hey, Christy, and I always do this through private message. I don't try to do this on my Facebook my profile page or whatever, because people post so much that the posts just get lost. So, okay, so we sent a private message. Hey, Christy, we just started doing Facebook Live parties, and I'm looking for willing ladies. All qualified participants will receive a variety of anti-aging products in the mail to use from their home and provide feedback. I'm asking ladies I know first, where I'm new to this and might mess up terribly, LOL. Do you think you'd be interested? I can send you the deets. So, like I said, I just, copy and paste, change the name, copy and paste. 5 to 10 people per day. Now, if she says, I'm interested, then I say, excellent, Christy, here are the details. Like I said, I'll post these down below. We are having a Facebook Live event on, then I would give the date. This one is October 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Then that you can participate in the comfort of your home in your jammies. To be a participant, I just need to ask you a few questions to see if you qualify. As a participant, you'll receive a packet in the mail with all the products you'll need during the Facebook Live. Don't worry, no one will see you applying the products on screen as you'll be watching a live tutorial. First, are you free October 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern? And then if she says yes, then I have a third message that I, once again, copy and paste. Okay, excellent. This event is free, and if you were to be unable to join us live, then all I ask is that you view the live within 3 days. Is that okay? Otherwise, there will be a $10 charge for the samples. Here is your form to personalize your samples. Once you hit submit, I will pop your goodies in the mail. Thank you, Christy. And you may want to wait till the live to order. There will be specials. Okay, so the reason why I put a $10 charge on the samples. Now, we're not supposed to charge for our samples, and I would gladly send samples to anybody that was interested in trying the skincare. However, I have found that if you put a $10 charge with the samples, just say that you're gonna charge them, then it makes ladies commit. They don't want to pay for the samples, basically. So by saying that, I've had, I think, with my 5 Facebook Lives, I think I've had, close to 80 ladies attend, and I haven't had to charge anyone. And not, like I said, I don't want to charge anybody, but it just makes them commit, makes them a little bit more grounded to it, like they're going to do this. Okay, so then I would send them a link. And what the link is a Google Doc. And if you don't know how to make a Google Doc, once again, Google it. It'll there's videos, there's all kinds of different things. But the cool thing about the Google Doc is it's basically a pre-profile form. It's going to ask them their skin type. It's going to ask them their age range, what they prefer in skincare. So it's the same questions that is on our profile that you would give participants to a party. So it's basically the same exact thing. And then of course it has their personal information as far as, their address, so I can mail out samples. Okay, so then once all that is done, I add them to that private Facebook group page that I've created. I add them into that. And in that group, I have like 10 different posts. When I created this group, I made like 10 different posts so they would have something to look at once they get into this group. And what I did was kind of focus not only on Mary Kay products, I focused on the company too, like Pink Doing Green and the Mary Kay Foundation, all kinds of different things that, shows them the company, shows them not just products. I'm not totally interested in just selling them products. I want them to be sold on the company also because, we have a great company. So I share those different things. Okay, so what I mail to them. Now I always try to mail out my samplers at least 5 days in advance. However, I have mailed something as late as Monday to New Mexico. Like I said, I'm in northern Maine, and I mailed them on Monday because she was late getting her profile to me. Anyways, I mailed them on Monday. She did receive them on Thursday. So, for the Facebook Live. So the, snail mail does go pretty quickly, but usually, especially if they're local, it goes really quick. Okay, so this is what I mailed them. I got a pretty pink mailer. And then inside of it is a few items. So they're going to have a lookbook. I'm going to send them a lookbook. And the reason why I send them a lookbook is because, of course, we have tons of different products, but I want them to notice that in the lookbook, there is a price. And then I'm going to also send them a Beautiful You set sheet. Now, if you don't have a closing set sheet, I'm sure you can ask your director and she will have one for you, or I can upload this one if you're interested in seeing what mine is. It's just, if you purchase a set, then you get a deal. On the flip side of that is the Mary Kay Starter Kit. And then I also have an event guide. Once again, this was made in Google. And the event guide, it basically tells them, it reminds them of the date. It has where I'm going to be going live. It's got the name of the group that they should already be added into. And to make sure that they're added correctly, I will start tagging their name on different products or different posts so that just to make sure to welcome them into the group. Okay, and then it also gives them what they will need for the event. It's got a list of supplies. It's got the samples that I mailed to them. They should have a computer or a charged phone, a mirror, a warm washcloth, a small bowl with hot water, or do the makeover at your sink, pen and pencil to write with, and a hair tie to pull back your hair, just in case, she has longer hair. And then I go through, and then at the bottom of this is step 1 through step 7. So it's all the steps that we're going to do tonight on the night of the Facebook Live. And it's going to, so if they join me late, they can just catch themselves up and, they can just go through the steps through that. But I want them to get on live. And I'll tell you how I get them on live. Okay, so for samples, I am mailing them a Miracle Set 3D strip, and I have it numbered. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. Miracle Set 3D strip, a microdermabrasion sample, a foundation primer, and then I give them a squirt of CC cream in one of the beauty caps that you can get from Amazon. They're 3mm caps, and I use these things for everything. Like I'm constantly giving squirts and samples and different stuff in these. These are great. And then I also make sure I give them a chocolate because, they're special. They're special, my customers. Okay, so, and then right before the actual Facebook Live, I go back into that group, that private group that I've created, and I create a Facebook event right in that group. And the reason why I do that is because Facebook does some of the legwork for me. It'll remind them that they have an event coming. It'll throw it up in their notifications. And then I will invite the people that have said yes to that Facebook Live. So it's a little less legwork for me. So it provides, it kind of like is like a little backup system. And plus it tells them when I'm going live. So that's cool. Okay. So the day of the event. Okay. So now I let them know that I'm going to do 3 drawings. This is how I get them there. 3 drawings. 1 drawing is for being on time. So I always do them at 8:30 at night. I find 8:30 works out really well because if they have little ones, the little ones are in bed, or if they just work a full-time job, and by the time they get home at 6 o'clock, they make supper, they clean up after supper, and I just find 8:30 is just a really good time for, they have a little bit of me time. So I just find it to be really good, and the feedback I'm getting is all very positive as far as the time and stuff. So this is when I do it. You can do it whenever you want, of course. Okay, so the first drawing is to show up on time, and I always log in a little early, so they start coming in, so that's cool. And then the second drawing is for showing up for the live and interacting, because so I'm like during the party, I'm asking them questions like I would at a normal party, like, all right, so do you wash your face twice a day? What other questions do I ask? Oh geez. I can't even think of any. Oh, what does toner do? Just different questions like that. So, so it's just to kind of see, I want to make sure to keep them like engaged and stuff like that. And the feedback is really nice. It's the questions and the answers, and it's just kind of fun to read through. Okay, so then I go through the steps in this order. So I would do that, and I do this just like a regular party. So when I log in a few minutes early. I kind of wait till it, and as soon as it hits 8:30, boom, I'm on. I start talking. I tell them what they're going to do that night. Then I go into my I story of why I do Mary Kay, my why story. And then I give them 5 fun facts about the Mary Kay business. And then I go right into the different skincare lines that we carry. I tell them, I show them that we have a Mary Kay Naturally line, and I show them the different products that we, that the different skincare lines that we use. But tonight we're all going to use the Miracle Set 3D. And then I talk about the Miracle Set 3D. And then I get started. These parties, these parties last 45 minutes. I think my longest one was 51 minutes. So they really do go like super quick, which is awesome. Another awesome thing. They go so fast. So then I started with, with the 4-in-1 cleanser. And like I said, I have them numbered. I'm not sure if you can tell. So I start with the 4-in-1 cleanser. And a kind of a tip that, because I can't see them. So kind of a tip is I tell them how to use it, and I have them start using it. And then I tell them about the product. So basically they're doing something, and I'm telling them about the product so that I don't go too fast or I don't go too slow. So it just like, kind of like is a balance. So at 1 4-in-1 cleanser, I then go into the microdermabrasion. 2 and 3, I have them do that. Now for the microdermabrasion, I have them just do, for the refine step, I have them just do it on their left cheek, because I want them to be able to compare their left cheek to the right cheek and feel a difference immediately. So only have them do it there. And as you know, the microdermabrasion, the refine, is hard to rinse. So to me, that's just enough. And I also tell them that Mary Kay products go a long way, that you will have enough samples here for at least 3 days. So you can continue to use the products for the next 3 days. So that's another great thing, because what happens is it gets them hooked even more. Sometimes when they come to a party, they try all kinds of different stuff. They're just not sure what they like or what really felt good. But if they continue to use the products for 3 days, they really feel a difference. I had one lady that, I had touched base with her, and she was deciding on what she wanted. Then she ran out of her samples, and she was like, Norma, my skin has never felt so good. I need that whole 3D set. And then I need that microdermabrasion. So, it's like once they run out, they're just like, oh my God, I need more. So awesome. Okay, so then I did the replenish all over their face, Next, I move into number 4, which is the eye cream. I like to do eye cream before I do day cream, just because I find if they have day cream on their hands with a little SPF, that if they get it close to their eyes, it's going to irritate their eyes. And I have, for a while, I had customers that were saying they couldn't use the eye cream, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why can't they use the eye cream? And I realized they were doing day cream before eye cream, and they had a little bit of SPF residue. Oh, I get a lot of hearts on that one. Cool. They had a lot of SPF residue on their fingers, and that's what was irritating their eyes. It wasn't the eye cream. So, that's just a tip. I tell them to do eye cream before day cream. So eye cream, and then that's another question I'll ask them, like, okay, now what finger do you use around your eyes? So I'm just kind of like, putting feelers out there, like, who's watching? Who knows what's going on? Okay. Then I move into the day cream. Oh, we had a mad face. Okay, then I move into the day cream, and I have them put that all over their face. And then I talk about it, I instruct them, then I talk about it. And then the 4th thing I do is the night cream, and I have them put that on their left elbow. And the reason why I do that is because in 5 minutes, I'll have them revisit that elbow, and they'll be able to feel a difference between their left elbow and their right elbow. So I have them do that. Then I move right into foundation primer. Number 6, once again, I instruct them how to do it, have them do it, and tell them about it. And then I'll ask them, like, what is foundation primer for? Why do you use it? And then they'll answer. So that's, more interaction. And then I do CC cream. And the reason why I do CC cream is because it's so much easier to match them. CC cream, we have so many limited colors. And when they pre-profile, I'll ask them, what is your skin color? Is it very light to medium, medium to deep? So So it's it's much easier to match them. But now we have that new foundation quiz. If you haven't checked this out on marykay.com, it is awesome. It's very, very accurate. Like, it matched me as far as my foundation color. So, that can be another alternative to like a different party, if you were doing like more color or more glamour or whatever. But this is all I've done so far as what I show for products. Then, okay, like, how was your makeover? What did you think? La la la. All the same things that you would ask at a regular party. Then I have them go ahead and pull out their set sheet. And I tell them, okay, so I'm going to show you some different sets. And I have them kind of focus to the right-hand side of my set sheet. I have the Queen Collection, the Princess Collection, and the Start Something Beautiful, which is like the third collection. And like the Miracle Set 3Ds, what they tried that night, that equals two different sets. So if they buy 5 sets, they get the 6th set for free and the travel roll-up bag for free. Princess Collection is buy 3 sets, get the 4th set for half price, or the travel roll-up bag for half price. I show them the travel roll-up bag. I romance it. I really get them like kind of excited about that. And then the final set is buy 2 sets and get the third one for 25% off. I don't like to give a whole lot away for free. I really don't. So I find our sets are reasonably priced, and they already get a discount by getting a set. So I really don't like to give a whole lot free. Then I have them flip it over. So, hold on. Then I tell them, okay, ladies, now I'm going to have you circle. If money were no object, I want you to circle every set that you would start off with tonight. So I have them circle, 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 and then I tell them, okay, so now I want you to star the sets that your budget will allow you to start with tonight. Star, star, star. And then I tell them at the end of the party, please either text me or PM me a picture of your set sheet. And then I can find the best deal for you. Okay. Then I have them flip it over, and then I show them the best. Now the best set of them all is the Mary Kay Starter Kit, and then I share with them some of the business, the business literature or the business information. I give them 10 top reasons of why someone would join Mary Kay, and then I also tell them that we have hobby consultants, we have part-time consultants, we have full-time consultants, depending on your needs, and that can change at any time. And then, so then that kind of like stirs up their interests. It really does. Okay. So then, okay. Hold on. I don't want to miss anything. Specials, best of all, Mary Kay Starter Kit. Okay. So then I ask them for referrals. If they had fun tonight, are they willing to post something on their Facebook wall? And they'll actually get it. And I'll actually post it right on that party, the event. What I would like for them to post on their Facebook wall to tag, and they can tag their friends and stuff like that. And then I also talk about bookings, how they can invite friends and family to my next Facebook Live and earn free products. Yay. I then finish the party, thank everyone for coming, and then I do my 2 winners. I'll do my and I just use an app. It's Wheel Finder. Let me see if I can look at it real quick. Hold on. It's called Wheel Decide Grand Day. Oh no, just Wheel Decide is the name of the app, and you can just basically load up their names, and it figures out your winner for you, or you can just choose a winner. It's totally up to you. I just like it to be random because sometimes I'm a little biased, especially if I really like that customer. I'm like, oh, you win. So then I do the drawings right directly thereafter. I do one drawing for being on time, and the second drawing I do for the people that actually showed up, and then the interaction. So I kind of just jumble them all together. Then I'll copy and paste a picture of the Wheel Finder and, post my winners, which is exciting. And then I also do a third winner, and that's for a feedback form. Now I send them, this is a little different because you have to follow up with these people because, you know, you're not at the party. You're not sitting there looking at them like, okay, let's go ahead and finish up now. You know, you can ask them the questions. So I send them all a feedback form. Once again, it's a Google Doc. And the feedback form is very similar to the questions that you would ask at the end of the party. You know, are you interested in booking a party? Have I piqued your, you know, what do you, when it comes to the Mary Kay opportunity, would you, and then it's got 3 options. Yes, sign me up tonight. You know, B, you've piqued my interest. C, I would never be interested. You know, that those types of questions. So, and it's kind of like basically the same thing as, I think it was Stacy. You know, she's got like a feedback form, like as far as the business that she does at the end of her party. But this is basically the same thing, but it is in a Google Doc. So they just actually send the information. So as soon as they submit it, comes back to me, and then I can just read over, and then I know how to follow up with them. And then, you know, and then I'll ask them, you know, send me your pictures, and then I'll find you the best deal. And then that whole weekend, basically, like I always do on Thursday night, then I'll use that whole weekend to just basically follow up with each and every one of them, depending on their feedback, you know, what they said. Are they interested in booking a party? Are they interested, you know, what are they interested in doing? So I just, you know, that's when I do my follow-up and stuff like that. Now, it might sound like a little bit of legwork to actually do this. However, I find that if you want to have a successful party, you know, you have to get a hostess. You have to get the hostess guest list. You have to mail out invites, like Sandy Malkin said. Some ladies, you know, do a Facebook event so that they can, you know, invite their people through there. So that requires you to do that. You know, there's all kinds of different legwork that you want to pre-profile everybody. So all this different legwork is basically the same. It's just ensuring you're going to have a great party. So, you know, it's really, really important to do the legwork. Okay, so then I follow up with each and every one of them, and it really is like, you know, it is slick and easy. Like it's 45 minutes and you are done. You are done. And then the results have been outstanding. And another little tip is, you know, once I'm, you know, as I'm going through my, you know, we find ourselves like scrolling through Facebook. Sometimes I'm guilty. I'm so guilty. And I try not to do it, but it actually, the mindlessly scrolling like gives me like different names, like, oh, I never asked her, so I'll write her down. You know, like I'm going to ask her next, you know, for my next Facebook Live and stuff like that. So mindlessly scrolling sometimes will help you as far as like reminding you people to ask. So if you guys, all right, ladies, if you have any questions, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And I'm telling you, they're super cool. They're really cool. And it's just a great alternative to what, you know, it's just just an additional income that's just coming in, and it's just awesome. You know, you're just getting more preferred customers, more skincare users, and I'm just amazed. And as it gets colder up here in Northern Maine, I'm going to love these Facebook Live parties because, you know, I can stay in. I don't have to go out. So if there's no questions, I will post the scripts below. And if there's anything else that you want me to post or whatever, just, you know, post below this video and I'll make sure that you get it. So thank you all for joining me tonight and have a great night.